Skill-wise, Eminem's super talented, but I think Eminem is like, he's spiritually, he hit like a growth stunt in his 20s, and he can't move past his ego. Because like to me, like a vocalist, or not just a rapper, anybody that's like, you don't want to hear just somebody speaking to you from their point of view of just their ego. If that's all I'm hearing from you, it's like I just eventually repel it. Okay. And that doesn't mean that I don't think you're good. Right. It's just like, I think with the true, like you get true gold with lyricism if your soul's in it, and maybe a touch your ego, so you have that confidence or whatever. But like true art comes from the soul. And if your art ain't coming from the soul, and sometimes from a humble place or from a vulnerable place, or just like I've made music from the point of view of my ego, and I've also made music where I felt God there or something, and it wasn't even, I felt like it wasn't my ego talking, it was just like I felt blessed to even be an instrument of saying these things. Yeah. One time I felt that type of feeling was I made a song called God's Hands for my cousin who died, and I never felt that we were recording a song. It came so natural to me. I didn't have to go to a studio or think about it. I just had a microphone in my living room, and I just recorded this song. And to this day, like people in my family, I still get messages about that song. And I also have songs that are probably, maybe some people might think are better. That was one of the only times I felt like skill meet spirit perfectly blended, and then
it was synergy.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
And that's
did you write that song quickly?
Yeah.
Isn't it weird how sometimes it's like when you let go, you're able to let go. It's like it just comes so easy, and and then sometimes you're sitting there racking your brain over something, and you spend too much time on it. And at the end, you're like, that was
and a lot of times
not my best work.
Yeah, and a lot of time MCs or artists, they get too much in the competitive side of it and think, oh, like, are other MCs going to be impressed by my punchlines and my wordplay? And when you do that, next thing you know, you just end up trying to say too much, and it might take away from the human element of just being relatable.
That's kind of what I think about that too a lot. I think about intention. Like, if your intention isn't in line with anything really in your life, whether it's your art or your music or whatever, your business, if your intentions aren't in line, then it just doesn't seem to ever want to work out for you. But once you let your ego go and let your intention be the guide, and you do it for the right purposes, then everything just kind of comes easy. And that's a beautiful thing. So I think that's exactly what you're talking about.
You said it better than me right there, brother, because like, if you're going to make a song with the intention of, I'm going to make it big,
right,
that song's going to probably suck.